Be it Galwan or Tawang, India-China skirmishes, a long line of actual control, don't seem to be heading towards a permanent halt as tensions continue brewing at the borders. But there has been one keen observer all along.
DoD continues to closely watch developments along the line of actual control at the India-China border. Growing trend by the PRC to assert itself and to be provocative in areas directed towards US allies and our partners in the Indo-Pacific.
The Pentagon Press Secretary used two words here, allies and partners, when he was talking about India. And it was not a statement without deeper meaning. Now, while it may be seen as a status symbol in geopolitics when US calls any nation its ally, but there are repercussions to it. And India knows it. I'm Shivan Chanana. Welcome to another episode of Game Plan. An American ally is a nation or group of nations that the US has a formal commitment with to respond together against armed attacks. Be it the Korean War, the Vietnam War, the Gulf War, or the war in Afghanistan, America's allies have fought alongside the US in every major conflict since World War II. But except the Gulf War in 1991, America lost all other wars, and so did its allies. There is a major geopolitical push and shove going on between the US, Russia and China. Now, whether it's the Russia-Ukraine conflict or high tensions along the Taiwan Strait, tensions in the South China Sea or threats from North Korea, US is in the midst of it all. And these US conflicts automatically have various implications on Taiwan, Iran, Afghanistan, Pakistan, South Korea, Japan and several ASEAN nations. The list is long. From the point of view of the US State Department, calling India an ally, India should be added to this list of affected parties. And this is exactly what India has very swiftly steered clear of till now. Regardless of global tensions or what US considers apt ally behavior, India has not succumbed to any pressure and acted on the basis of its national interest, as was clearly seen when India continued its oil imports from Russia in spite of US warnings.
We don't send people out there saying go buy Russian oil. We send people out there saying go buy oil. Now, you buy the best oil you can in the market. I mean, they've squeezed every other source of oil we have. And then say, okay guys, you must not go into the market and guess the best deal for your people. I don't think that's a very fair approach.
In case there is a military flare-up between US and China over Taiwan or South China Sea, will India suddenly deploy its naval assets just because US calls it an ally? Now that's a tricky question, but India will have an answer. You see, while India may want global support when it comes to adversarial relations with China, the fact still remains that the two countries continue to have a healthy trade relationship, with bilateral trade amounting to $91 billion in the first 9 months of 2022. Overall, whether it is to gain advantage of India's strategic location in the Indo-Pacific or to get India to distance itself from Russia in terms of oil and defense imports, when US calls a nation an ally, it is not without an agenda. It means you need to be standing by the US as it attempts to be a dominating world leader. The loss you suffer and the diplomatic ties you ruin along the way to ensure US remains a world power is the price you pay for being a US ally.